What are 4 things you should know before you create your first YouTube ad? In this video, I'm going to tell you. My name is Kyle Sullerud. I'm the founder of AdLeg, a marketing company that specializes in YouTube ads. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 4 things that I think everyone should know before creating your first YouTube ad. Number 1, the biggest thing that determines your success is your product and your offer. That's right, it's not just about the ads. You can have the best YouTube ad media buying team in the world running your ads, but if those ads are going to a product nobody wants or an offer that's no good, then the ads simply will not work. On the flip side, you could have a great product, a great offer, and ads that are just so-so, just mediocre, but those ads could still work. Now, granted, you'll probably get mediocre results, but even with a poorly run campaign, if you have a great product that speaks for itself, that everybody wants, you could see profitable results from YouTube ads. Of course, the best results are going to come when you have a great product, a great offer, and great YouTube ads. Number 2, you don't need to invest in professionally produced video ads. It is true that some of the most successful YouTube ads out there were professionally produced. They're extremely well written, great structure, great camera work, great editing, and overall just great professional ads. But there are also countless examples of YouTube ads that were not professionally done and didn't have a lot of planning behind them and still turned out to be decent ads. In some cases, phenomenally great ads. I want to point this out because I know this is a sticking point for a lot of people. This is what keeps people from getting into YouTube ads. They're just afraid of creating the ad, or they don't know how, or they don't know what to say, or they think it needs to be professionally done. My advice, just get started. Just record something. Pull out your phone, record 5 different ads, see if one of them works better than the other ones. Now you have a better starting point. Now maybe you record some more ads. As you progress, maybe those ads become more professional, you get your messaging ironed out, and maybe someday you spend a bunch of money hiring a camera crew to come record some professional ads with you, or maybe not. Maybe you have enough success doing it on your own that you don't even need to go down that road. Number 3. The YouTube ads interface is confusing and not built for beginners. I'm not going to tell you that you shouldn't feel overwhelmed the first time you log into Google Ads and try to start setting up a YouTube campaign. It is overwhelming, and you should feel overwhelmed because if you don't take it seriously, you are going to fall victim to lots and lots of traps. The ads interface will offer to walk you through a step-by-step setup process, but this is actually where a lot of the traps come into play because there are just so many settings that aren't explained very well, and if you don't have the experience with YouTube ads, you don't really understand how those translate to what actually happens with the ad and how that will affect your results. For example, one of the default settings will allow your ads to run outside of YouTube on websites that are not youtube.com, but that play video ads. This is not a good place to run your ads. The traffic from these sites is generally very low quality, so you want to make sure that that is turned off. But if you're following the step-by-step process, you wouldn't know that and you would likely leave that setting turned on. The system will also default to showing your ads on TV screens. And if you're running direct response YouTube ads where you need people to click and go to your website, TV screens are not the place to run your ad. This is another default setting that needs to be turned off. Another relatively new default setting combines in-stream ads with discovery ads. So if you're setting up an ad, it'll show both as an in-stream ad, which plays during videos, and it'll also show as a discovery ad, which shows up next to recommended videos and is an ad people can click on and go watch the video. Two totally different ads, totally different types of videos that would work for in-stream versus discovery ads. This should almost never be on, but if you're going through the guided setup, this option is going to be on by default. You actually need to turn it off. And these are just a few examples of how confusing the system is and how many traps there are along the way if you don't know what you're doing. Now, I created this channel to help as much as I can with this, so be sure to subscribe if you want more videos from me about YouTube ads. Also, go check out my past videos where I explain a lot of these traps and show you some step-by-step tutorials for how to actually set up your campaigns the right way. Number 4, the YouTube ad algorithm is a helpful sidekick, but it is not a superhero. You need to have a campaign that is built well. You need to have an offer that converts. You need to be the superhero. Only then can the algorithm be your sidekick. If you are running a campaign and you need to get leads for, say, $10, but you've started out and it's been a few days and you're getting leads for $25, simply letting that campaign run isn't going to get you where you need to be. The algorithm will not be able to do enough work to bring the lead cost down from $25 to $10. Instead, you need to be the superhero. You need to adjust the campaign, the targeting, the offer, whatever it is to get those ads working and bring the lead cost down. Simply giving the algorithm more time is not an option. Surprisingly, I hear this kind of thing from other agencies. They'll be running a client's ad for a month or 2 months and not getting the results they need, and they're saying, we need more time. We need to wait till things can optimize. No, if you're running a campaign that long, you can't wait for things to happen. You should have already tested tons of new ads, new targeting, maybe even a new offer. If things aren't working, you need to be extremely proactive at trying things and figuring out what is going to work. The algorithm is not going to do it for you. I hope you found this video helpful. If there's anything else that you may have encountered when you were getting started with YouTube ads, leave a comment below. Let everybody know what they should look out for. And if you want help running your YouTube ads, that's what my company does, and we'll be happy to take a look at whatever you're trying to advertise and see if it's something we can help with. Click the link in the description below to learn more about that service and to apply to work with us. Thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. Again, my name is Kyle Sullerud, and I'll see you in the next video.